Today is 5:21. I just started making like a regular intro, bro. Like I gotta start doing intros, man. Talk about the date at least, so everybody knows. But yeah, today's 5:21. We took a trade, as you can see. And I'll show you the P&L. P&L plus 1,000. You can see the balance. If you check yesterday's video, it was 99,600. Now we're at 1,761. We still have till the 11th to pass this funded. So hopefully tomorrow we get something. Hopefully the market gives us something tomorrow, and then hopefully we can be up another 1,000. I mean, right now I'm kind of looking at roughly probably about 1,000 this week, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. Probably gonna be up 2,000 every single week, which is a lot. But kind of did it to myself, So we'll see. But I mean, that's the whole point of this channel, is to just show going from not profitable to profitable, and the struggles and what it really takes, and being completely transparent with everybody and whatnot about all of this stuff. So, but yeah, you can see 1,079. Let's go over this trade while we are here, and then we'll get to it. All right. So, for some reason, I looked at the daily. I never, ever look at the daily, but the daily we were trending up, so I was like, okay, we're bullish. And again, the 4-hour we were trending up, we're bullish. And I was also, and then on the 1-hour is where I kind of like to use all of my. The 1-hour is kind of where I like to put all of my key levels. The 4-hour is cool, but I feel like the 4-hour is very hard for me personally to see where things are. For example, I mean, we have this 4-hour gap here, but we've victimed it 4 times, which also tells me that we want to go up if we're respecting this gap, right? But the 1-hour is really where I kind of see my juice. And I've kind of been I've probably been using a little bit of both, of unfilled gaps and previous swing lows and session lows. But we'll get into that right now. So basically what we're looking at here is, and you can see I have everything marked out, but there was a 1-hour unfilled up here. There's a 1-hour unfilled right here at the time, right? This is 9 o'clock candle right here, so we have I didn't see any of this stuff here. So but yeah, so we have a 1-hour unfilled right here that we can mark out. We have Asian lows, and I can unclick this and it'll show it when I go down to the 15-minute. But Asian lows here, 1-hour swing, and another 1-hour previous swing, right there. So my thing was that since we're bullish, we're either going to target Asian lows or we're going to target 1-hour previous swings. We go down to the 15-minute. As you can see, Asian lows are right here, London lows are right here. We already swept London lows pre-market, so I wasn't too worried about all of that being swept out. We also have a 15-minute gap on top of our 1-minute gap, a 1-hour gap right here, which is an unfilled gap. So we also have our 1-hour swings. So to me, we're kind of in a rebalance stage right now, in my opinion. That's where I kind of took this trade. Kind of wanted to rebalance to these Asians, and have our Asian session be our DOL, our draws on liquidity. So, and also I'll get into something in a second, but there's a reason why I did take this trade. Normally I wouldn't take counter trend trades, but there is actually a reason why I took this trade. So we go down to the 5-minute. On the 5-minute, we are still, so as you see here, I put 15-minute and 5-minute and 1-hour unfilled gap right here. I have Asian lows and our 1-hour swings. So we can either target 1-hour, we can either target our 1-hour or our Asian lows or our 1-hour swings. So from this point, I was kind of just chilling, waiting here, watching, looking, just waiting basically. And so I waited on the 1-minute, but we'll go to the 5-minute just to save us some time. Where's my bar to oh, it's down here. So, you know, we have our market open the next candle, um, and we open lower, and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Let's see. Let's just wait and see what happens. And you guys can see we kind of just consolidated. At this point, I was very, very bored. I won't lie to you. Um, but this is very important here. So, if you notice over here, from 9 to 9:30, right? We are working, and we took Asian lows at 9:31 on ES, but 9:31 on 9:31 we didn't. So we had a nice little SMT, and so I was like, because we didn't take these yet on, sorry, my alarm's going off, because we didn't take Asian lows on NASDAQ, that means we're still protected, which means we could definitely target them still. So we sat here, we consolidated. This is where we started to get a little bit more active. Was around the 10 a.m. macro. And so, you know, looking at this, I thought I actually missed my entry here, but then I was realizing that we didn't sweep anything. We didn't sweep anything, so there's nothing for me to enter off of on this. And so here we are now going to hit this 1 hour 15 minute, this 1 hour 15 and 5 minute gap. So there was our first sweep. But there's no gap, so I didn't enter. So I waited. We had another sweep, which this sweep was a lot better. And right here, you can see there's a 1 minute right there, but also there's our 2 minute right here. So for me, I waited till our 2 minute got filled. Bang, right there. And I entered the trade on this 2 minute. Or as soon as we basically broke below, I entered on this 2 minute. I set my stops up here, or I entered on the 2 minute. I'm pretty sure. No, I didn't enter on the 2 minute. It was too low for me. I didn't like that entry. What was gonna show? So I entered here on this candle close right here. And I set my stops there. And I basically put my TP at Asian session, and I basically waited, and we ended up forming another fair value gap right here that you could have also entered off of, which this one was the cleaner one to enter off of on the 1 minute, but I mean, it is what it is. I wasn't gonna wait for my sweep or another resweep, and after this, basically we had a nice little scare right here, but as soon as I saw it wick out and just reverse, I was very confident. And then we got this big Drake candle, and we just kind of rode it down to the bottom. Took about 13 minutes for it to hit. You know, I mean, perfect, just like that. But bang. Nice little 1 to 3. Was risking about, well, it was a 1 to 2. So I did probably end up taking that 2 minute then, if I had to guess. I was risking about $500 to make 1,000. I was risking less just because I had been a little bit more nervous about taking trades. So I was drinking water. I was a little bit more nervous about taking trades recently, so I just kind of lowered the risk a little bit. Lowered the risk to half, which has been working out a little bit better. Well, at least today it worked out really well. So, but yeah, and also I was very confident with this trade because, as you can see, this is 1017. 1017, we had this really big wick here, and I told myself if the next two candles we close below and we inverse this 1 minute gap on ES, I'll be more confident to hold this to go to Asian lows. And sure enough, what did we do? We closed below, well below, very full candle, very strong selling pressure, which caused me to believe that we were going to stay, and that was it basically. And after this, it actually did end up just reversing back up, which you actually could have caught another trade off of this if you wanted to, but to me, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so that was the trade for today. Hopefully we can catch another one tomorrow. That would be awesome. hopefully I explained it pretty well to you guys, or to you guys slash to myself, or anybody that watches. But these are really just made for me. If people start enjoying them, people start enjoying them. Is what it is. If not, then I have my own journal, and my own diary of my success story. But yeah, I should have waited for this inverse, but it is what it is. This one's really, really choppy, really, really ugly. But hindsight's 2020. The trade still won. So we had a nice little banger here, and yeah. Oh, I don't know if anybody is random and they come across this video. If you can tell me how to set a take profit esque, because I swear, whenever I'm on this, whenever I'm trading, demo account, yeah, paper trading. Whenever I'm like doing this and I take market, right? When I'm on Apex, these don't appear. My stop loss and take profit don't appear. So I can't sit here and be like, oh, take profit here, stop loss here. I can't do this. Does anybody know how to do that? Because it's kind of annoying that I can't do that. Anyways, maybe I'll look it up, whatever. But yeah, cool. So that was the account. That was my trade, and yeah. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. If you thought it was useful, like and subscribe. If you want to see the journey of me starting from zero and getting up to $100 bajillion, then subscribe. Alright, adios. See you tomorrow.